Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've subscribed and you kind of been around for a while. So I'm doing a first impressions, or Friday firsts as I call them, and that's just when I try a selected product and I try it out for the day and check in throughout the day and kind of let you know how it's going, if I'm liking it, what have you. So for today, the product that I will be trying is the BECCA Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. So this foundation just launched, it's new, and I thought it was interesting. I figured, you know, it's foundation, I love foundation. Why not try it throughout the day and kind of just see how it goes. This is what the packaging looks like. It's back at the top, and then very simple bottom. And the name of the color, I'm medium, by the way, if you're wondering. And the cool part is it has a dropper. So if you spin the lid, the dropper lid pops up. And there we go. So yeah, hang around, and if you're interested to see kind of how this foundation works out, if I like it, if I don't, stick around and let's get to the video. I don't feel like I don't know what to do with my hands. They're just here. The BECCA Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation is out. I think it was launched about 5 days to a full week ago, and this foundation obviously has luminous in it, so it's going to give you more of that dewy effect. So if you are someone who is dry, I think you'll probably really like this foundation. Also, if you're just someone who just likes that dewy effect, you'll love this foundation. So it goes for $44 at Sephora. And the only thing that I'm a little bit like about is they only have 8 colors to choose from. So like, come on BECCA, we need a nice wide color range for my light babies and my dark beautiful chocolate babies. The 2 colors I picked up were beige and medium. And it says you have to like shake well before you apply. And then with this, it's a dropper. When you open the foundation, you twist, the little dropper pop comes up. And then you open it up, and you can see it just drops as many drops as you want. Now it says that this is a medium coverage, but it is buildable, and you only need 1 or 2 drops, so that'll definitely be interesting to see if that's true. I feel like you're gonna need more than 1 to 2 drops, and that it obviously is buildable. It's a buildable foundation that imparts subtle luminosity with a weightless feel. Let's give it a try. I think I'm going to try medium. I think that'll probably do well with my skin tone. We'll see. I've never tried a BECCA foundation before, so I don't know if they tend to be more yellow or more pink for women of color. So that'll be interesting because I'm right in the middle. I'm not either. For primers, I am using the Ever Matte Primer just on my T-zone because I do get really oily. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. So here we go. I'm just going to do one side of my face first. Dot that all over. So it is a very light coverage foundation. Right now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. That's obviously a lot more medium to full coverage than this. Which it's not a bad thing that this is like, you know, more of a light coverage. I'm a full foundation kind of girl, so that's what I'm into. Okay, so this is 1 to 2 drops. Honestly, I don't really feel like it did anything. You can still see some of my acne scarring, and this is my original side. And this is the foundation side. So I'm gonna add a few more drops, but the color is good. So that's a redeeming quality. I'm just gonna drop it onto my finger and then dab it on. I feel like I use a lot more product this way though. There we go, that's the coverage I'm looking for. So a very neutral coloring, which is awesome. I feel like you will end up using a little bit more product because for me, has like 5 or 6 drops altogether that I put on. But the color is fantastic, literally fantastic. Okay, so I know it hasn't dried yet, but you already can tell a very luminous glow is coming through. It'll definitely be interesting to see how it's gonna finish drying up. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other side of my face. This is what the foundation looks like applied and drying. I'm definitely gonna apply a setting powder because I hate when I look like a greasy baby. So I'm gonna do that and apply the rest of my makeup, and I will check back in. Okay, so my makeup is all done, set, applied for the day. It is 10:59 in the morning. A few errands to run, a meeting, and I will definitely be checking in throughout the rest of the day. I did actually apply a few, like a press, you know, face powder. Thank you. I applied finishing powders. Obviously you can still see there's a lot of luminance in this foundation. So we'll see if maybe that, you know, dissipates during the day or increases and I get even more glowier. I don't really know. We're gonna find out together. So yeah, I will be checking in throughout the rest of the day. Okay guys, I'm checking in for the afternoon. It is 4:38 p.m. and I have not looked at my face since I left this morning, so let's take a look. Okay, so still super luminous for sure. I feel like I don't know if this is, no, that's just my oil seeping through. So I am combination oily, so normal to oily skin, and you can see that my nose is looking good. So what I did was I put the BECCA Evermatte primer just on my nose and T-zone area, so around my nose, on my nose. I didn't put it on my chin and through here. So here's quite oily, and my cheeks are really oily too. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more loose powder, and then we'll see. I will say that when I was Snapchatting, people were saying, your skin looks so glowy and so dewy, and I was like, yeah, I personally feel like super, super oily. And I look oily, I know I look oily. So let me add some powder. Hopefully that makes things better. Hey, I'm actually filming right now. Can I call you back in a second?
You're what?
I'm filming.
Oh! Okay,
Alright, bye. Okay, so now I'm feeling a lot better after I applied a loose powder, kind of just to absorb all that excess oil that was seeping through the foundation. So as I'm just kind of collecting my thoughts throughout the day, this really is going to be a great foundation for someone who is extremely dry, because that will give them more of a just natural, this is my skin look, versus someone who is normal to combination, but especially a combination of oily like me. It is gonna make you look oily. Like I mean, during the day, like when I first put it on the first few hours, it was beautiful, do not get me wrong, but I saw, or at least I felt the transition of it going from like, okay, this is cute, wet baby, not so cute. That's what I'm thinking right now. It's also, I feel like, not going to be like a long wear foundation for someone who is normal to oily. But those are just like my thoughts throughout the day. I will check in tonight, and that will be the final review. Hey guys, we are back, and it is 10:51 p.m. So I've had this foundation on all day. I've only reapplied finishing powder once, and that was during the afternoon, and I haven't really looked at my face since because I've been running around. So yeah, so I am really oily, especially in my cheekbone area, and well, pretty much just my T-zone. Everything else, let's see, the foundation hasn't really moved, which is good, but my contour has faded and my blush has faded because of how oily I've gotten. I think for me, just a total review from today of wearing the foundation is, it's a good foundation for those who do have normal or just dry skin. I think someone who has dry skin, this is the perfect foundation because it will give you the appearance of just a perfectly glowy and dewy finish without drying out your skin or anything. And it'll probably keep your face pretty balanced throughout the day. You won't start developing like really dry patches around your mouth, or some people get dry around their eyes. I think this would be a really great foundation. But I think for anybody else who's normal or normal to oily or just oily, I think that this foundation probably is not the best choice for you, because as you can see, like, I'm pretty oily. I'm more than shiny. I am wet. My face literally looks wet. Like I just dived in the pool and just like rang off and then like started to film this video. But I do think that the coverage is nice because it is quite buildable, although it says 1 to 2 drops to use to start. I mean, if you have either perfect skin or, which is like why you wear foundation, that if you have perfect skin, or you need very, very minimal coverage, 1 to 2 drops of work. I use probably 6 or 7 on each side of my face. So I think you will go through products, and for $44 is a lot of product to run through. I like the idea of the dropper because it does keep the foundation itself clean, keeps it rid of bacteria probably longer than other foundations would be. So I like that idea, but I do wish it came in a medium or full coverage instead of a light to medium coverage. And I think if this came in a matte, and maybe it will, this is brand new, so maybe if this idea of like the whole top pump on the top, and that came in a matte formulation, I think that would be perfection. But yeah, for me, I think that it won't be a repurchase, just due to the fact that it's not a sustainable foundation throughout the day. I would have to keep multiple like finishing powders with me to keep reapplying that to make sure that my face stays as matte as I want it, or you know, just dewy enough that like I look glowy without looking kind of just oily and wet. But yeah, I mean, overall good foundation. If you, again, you are dry or normal, you're gonna love this foundation. Anyone oily, maybe skip this foundation and try something else out. But I think that is it for this video. If you enjoyed the Friday first that I've done, so this is the second one I've done. If you like me just trying out products throughout the day and checking in, comment below, subscribe, and like this video, and that way I know to keep doing them. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!